He's been in a car accident again, but this time it's much worse. No one expected history to repeat itself. How did this happen? But this isn't the first crash in his life. Let's uncover everything that has been hidden from us for years, and maybe, just maybe, we'll finally understand who player 456 really is. We often admire actors, their roles, and their lives filled with luxury and success, but few stop to consider what lies behind the scenes. Today, we'll not only talk about Lee Jung-jae's latest car accident, but also about why the stories of actors are shrouded in mystery. Now, let me share some shocking and unbelievable facts about our favorite actors. Player 001 is the man who holds the strings of the entire game, wanting to be in the spotlight while hiding his true intentions. But what if I told you that his real-life story is just as dangerous and fascinating? Before becoming a superstar, Lee Byung-hun was far from successful. He started his career in unremarkable films, and few people knew his name. But at some point, rumors began circulating in the press that Lee Byung-hun might have ties to criminal organizations. There was no direct evidence, but photos of him with mysterious figures in dark glasses and behind the scenes of major deals exploded across the internet. Some even claimed that he had a secret contract with notorious crime bosses, which helped him rise to fame. But his true success came only after Lee Byung-hun started using his popularity and connections to expand his interests in various fields. The man tried to stay in the shadows, but his influence was felt across the entire country. But even after achieving overwhelming success, the actor constantly found himself embroiled in scandals. Lesser-known actors from the Squid Game set claimed that Lee Byung-hun was ruthless toward them. He allegedly demanded that actors and the crew work without breaks and overtime, even threatening them with dismissal, citing his impeccable authority in acting circles. So who is the real Lee Byung-hun? Is he just an actor or a hidden player who continues to manipulate not only on screen but also in real life? You've seen him only a few times, but he is the one who decides who lives and who dies. A man who finds the most desperate and gives them a chance, or lures them into a deadly trap. But what if I told you that the actor who played this role was also part of dark stories? Gong-yoo is one of the most recognizable actors in South Korea. He is 45 years old and became super popular after the drama Coffee Prince and the film Train to Busan. Despite his massive fame, he is quite private, rarely speaks about his personal life, and has even turned down Hollywood roles. But despite the actor's great success, his past is not as spotless as it seems. Despite his successful career, Gong-yoo admitted that he faced difficulties in his childhood. The boy grew up in a family with strict rules, and his parents didn't support his desire to become an actor. As a result, Gong-yoo would constantly run away from home, spending weeks at his friends' houses just to avoid his tyrannical parents. But his parents had no idea what their son would achieve. After reaching adulthood, the young man ran away from his parents and enrolled in university. He often had to work part-time to survive, but he never took a single penny from his parents, who didn't believe in his desire to become an actor. It was thanks to university that he was able to enter the industry, first working at a television channel and then landing small roles in dramas. Fame hit him instantly, and the actor literally began to lose his mind. To prepare for his role in Squid Game, he even visited a psychiatric hospital and spent an entire month interacting with mentally ill patients. Even now, this role continues to affect his psyche, and he regularly sees psychologists. But what wouldn't one do for success? A player who gambled everything. He lost his money and even risked his own mother to pay off his debts. But what if I told you that the actor who played him, Yang Dong-gun, didn't always play by the rules in real life either? Yang Dong-gun is a rapper, actor, and producer. He began his career as a child, long before he understood how the games of adults really worked. Money came easily, and people predicted a bright and prosperous future for him. But few know that his path to fame was far from smooth. In 2008, his career suddenly came to a halt. He was drafted into the army. For 2 years, he served, not only participating in a military musical, but also undergoing intense training. However, rumors suggest that it was during this time that he developed a gambling addiction, playing for money with his fellow soldiers. After his service, he tried to escape this habit, focusing on family, children, and maintaining a public image. But did he truly leave the game behind? And now for the most intriguing part. Before filming the second season, he disappeared for 2 weeks. No posts, no interviews, complete silence. Some claim he was testing himself in extreme conditions, allegedly living among illegal immigrants and gambling in underground casinos. It's hard to say whether this is true or just a publicity stunt, but one thing is clear. The role of Player 007 came to him far too easily and was played far too naturally. Now, the real question is, was this just acting? Or did Yang Dong-gun put more of himself into this role than we ever imagined? This man is a walking disaster, the player with the biggest debt, who isn't afraid of death. But do you know what's truly terrifying? His life outside the game is just as complicated and extraordinary. Scandals, crime, public condemnation. He was the first Korean actor to be arrested for involvement with a minor. After that, his film career collapsed and he turned to theater. But even that couldn't save his reputation. After the scandal, the actor stopped receiving film offers and turned to theater. Many believed his career was over. Song Young-chang lost control and began drinking heavily. In 2010, he was hospitalized multiple times for alcohol poisoning. Friends revealed that Song Young-chang went through a severe crisis, trying to numb his pain not only with alcohol, but also by gambling away large sums in an underground casino. Directors began refusing to work with him. At some point, the actor simply vanished. No one knew what he was doing. It seemed like Song Young-chang was completely broken, but suddenly he returned. And now for the most unbelievable part, before filming Squid Game, the man allegedly lived on the streets on purpose to truly understand what real desperation feels like. He refused to return until he genuinely felt like a real debtor. Today, he is back in the spotlight. The question is this his triumphant comeback or his final game? Player 333. In the series, he is a blogger and crypto enthusiast, willing to risk everything for his own gain. But what if I told you that the actor's real life was even more dangerous and unpredictable than the game itself? Im Si-won, just like his character, was obsessed with cryptocurrency. That's exactly why the show's directors cast him in a role that mirrored his real-life story. A well-known Korean singer and aspiring actor, he invested a huge amount of his own money into dubious crypto projects and even attracted funds from investors who trusted him. But the crypto market doesn't forgive mistakes, and both the actor's money and millions from investors vanished into thin air. But that wasn't the end. Investors who had lost their money began chasing him down, and his life turned into a living nightmare. Im Si-won continued his singing career, but struggled with severe psychological consequences from guilt and the realization of his financial troubles. Rumors suggest that, to repay his debts and keep from losing his mind, he started working with shady figures from the dark side of the crypto world. The actor was possibly involved in illegal operations linked to money laundering. These shadowy deals could have destroyed the career of a successful singer and a rising actor at the time, but to this day, it all remains just speculation. Today, Im Si-won is once again at the peak of success and fame. But what if the story of his debts isn't over yet? What is the actor willing to sacrifice to stay on top? And now we move on to the most shocking and controversial actor from the series. Lee Jung-jae is a true icon of Korean cinema. His character in Squid Game is a man broken by life, willing to do anything to win. But what if, in real life, he's not as much of a victim as we think? What if the actor's dark past is far more terrifying than any fictional story? The year was 1999 and the first accident happened, drunk driving. His blood alcohol level? 0.22%, 4 times over the legal limit. The car was wrecked, but the actor avoided punishment, claiming his manager was behind the wheel. Interesting. Did anyone actually believe that story? 1999. An assault on a man. The actor was drunk and started a conflict. It didn't lead to serious consequences, but the warning signs were already there. The year 2000, a brutal incident. The actor forcibly dragged a 22-year-old woman out of a club in Busan and beat her right on the street. She spent 2 weeks in the hospital, and her injuries were officially documented. But where is the justice? The actor never faced consequences for this attack. The year 2002, another car accident, same circumstances. The actor was drunk once again, but once more he faced no consequences. In 2013, the actor gave the most scandalous interview of his career. He spoke about a friend who had taken his own life, but did so with mockery. After the interview aired, the comments were quickly edited out. But the internet never forgets, and a wave of backlash flooded the actor. And what's happening now? Fans seem ready to forgive and forget all of the actor's sins. But Jung-jae has never once apologized or admitted to any of his terrible actions. And what if this is only a small part of the truth? How many more secrets does the industry hide? And most importantly, why do we keep turning a blind eye to it?